Hey guys, you join us here today in the Mazda CX-70 plug-in hybrid. Apologies for this overlay audio. There was a bit of an issue in the car, and we're going to take it on a charging test today. So we have no range in the battery pack right now. It's around 14.8, 15 kilowatt hour usable battery pack, as we've kind of seen from this testing, which we'll see after the results here. But we're going to charge it on this Blink public charger here. And I love how the information that Mazda shows in their vehicles, showing their battery status. There's a lot of great screens you have in this infotainment screen. You have to navigate over to your information though to access them, but once you do, you get pretty cool things, such as this high voltage battery monitor, which is showing us that we are indeed at zero battery charge level. It's kind of acting just as a hybrid right now, so you always still have electric power. Just when you have no full battery percentage, you just can't drive in EV mode. So you can see our total range is a little bit lower. That will combine those two sources there. And you can see a few other information things there as well, which is really nice. But we're going to go hop outside soon in just a sec, and we'll go take this thing on a charge. It has a charging rate of around 7.2-ish kilowatts of an onboard charger, and we'll get some cool animations on our displays over there once we start charging. But this is a pretty efficient-ish vehicle, I would say. Combined MPGs, I've been seeing over 30 MPG, even with driving in EV mode. I like how Mazda shows the two different efficiency numbers there. It's been pretty solid, actually, for a big, heavy plug-in hybrid SUV. It's actually not too bad in terms of efficiency. So over the course of this week of testing, we've done pretty good. You can see our drive mode selectors there to kind of see if you can switch in between EV mode and the other modes, and it won't let us obviously switch into EV mode right now because we are sitting here without any pure electric range in that battery pack. So like I said earlier, it will end up kind of driving like a hybrid vehicle. And of course, you can charge the battery via the charge hold button, but this is a better way to do it. Okay guys, let's get outside the CX-70 here, and just a quick tour. I really am a big fan of this vehicle. Of course, you can get the inline 6 as well. I think it just looks absolutely really nice in this polymetal gray metallic color, and of course the more aggressive bumper design. Love the LED lights, and I think overall this is a fantastic vehicle for hauling family around and looking good while doing it with these really great driving proportions that Mazda can get you. But we're going to use these Blink chargers over here, and as you can see, there's a whole bunch along this whole entire street, and pretty much 3 out of the 6 are working, which is pretty crazy. So we're going to make sure our Mazda is unlocked right now. It's a little rainy and wet outside, and we are going to unlock the Mazda in order to unlock the charge port here. Massive charge port door as well. And you can see we have a nice little ambient light in here to make sure we can see what we're doing. Nice charge status lights. And don't be fooled, this is not a CCS port. They seem to have taken this from that old MX-30 full EV and just kind of plugged it out. But I can show you there's nothing back there. We have our Blink chargers over here. We can pop it in, and I'm going to go onto the app now and access this charging, and I'll let you know what our status will be like when we start charging. Okay guys, we have it plugged in. We're going to press this green button. It's a little bit expensive for level 2 charging, but do it anyways. And we are now charging. Apologies for the train. Okay guys, so we are indeed charging. We have confirmation on the Mazda itself that it is indeed charging with this green blinking light. And you can hop over to this Blink charger here and tap on it. And it would show you information before, but thankfully we have all the information on the app. But let's go see what the Mazda says on the inside. Let's unlock the CX-70, hop inside. And we are greeted now to a nice warm space away from the rain, but this really cool charging screen that Mazda gives you on the CX-90 and CX-70 plug-in hybrids. It has like this waving effect of itself charging, and it also gives you a nice time as well as your percentage and miles gained on your EV range. And thank you, Mazda, for actually giving some really nice, useful information. I have been in modern EVs now, and I'm saying brand new EVs onto the market that barely have any charging information. I'm talking about you guys over at Lexus, but let's turn it on and see what else we can see. We're just going to turn on accessory power here because we can't really turn the full vehicle on right now, so please ignore all of the warning chimes. So now the CX-70 is plugged in and charging, and now we can get a really cool view of these displays that we get in the CX-70 while it is charging. You can see you can turn the vehicle on, our cameras can still work, but you just can't fully turn everything on while charging. You can see in our drive efficiency monitor, it doesn't show any detailed information. You actually get a little bit more information on your digital instrument cluster, not necessarily your information display, and we'll start seeing some more stuff populate here as the charging time goes on. As you can see though, it is around 2 hours estimated to fully charge this battery, and it could be a little bit longer depending on where you are charging, but this is going to end up getting us almost around 30 miles of electric range, as we'll see towards the end of this video, which is pretty good actually out of such a small plug-in hybrid battery pack. We're seeing these get bigger and bigger across plug-in hybrids in the US, up to even 30 kilowatt hours. So it's not too bad. Again, really nice animations we have on here. I like that Mazda is showing us this information inside of the vehicle. You can see here, and on our left-hand side, we have our power gauges and of course all of our fuel gauges on the right hand side. And it's great that you can still run this vehicle on like things like regular gas. So it's just a naturally aspirated four-cylinder. Okay guys, it's just been a little over 2 hours and charging is finally complete here on the Mazda CX-70 plug-in hybrid. As you can see, we have 29 miles of range now and 100% state of charge on our battery pack here. But what is pretty interesting is how much energy it has delivered. So let's go unplug it and talk about that right after. Okay, let's head over to the charger, guys, and it is indeed no longer charging. We have our blink charger indicating that. We got a notification on the app and the car is ready to be unplugged. Since it's already unlocked, the cable is unlocked as well, so we can just pop this right back into the blink charger. You can see our totals on here as well. So this ended up costing us $7.37. Definitely a little bit expensive for only 30 miles of range compared to gas as well. This is why I would say just charge it at home, not even on a level 2, just on a level 1 outlet overnight at around 11 hours for charging. And I think that'll be a lot cheaper, especially overnight. Electricity costs are usually a little bit cheaper as well. But so far so good on the CX-90. Now, CX-70 plug-in hybrid. If we did have a full tank of gas and this full battery pack now, we would actually have a pretty decent amount of full range, almost like 460, 480 miles. But as of right now, pretty good. So let's go hop inside and see some stats on the vehicle.
That was so expensive.
I know. Hopping inside, guys. CX-70 does come to life pretty quickly, and let's turn it on and see what's going on here. Nice little startup animation. And of course, now we can see we have that full battery pack finally, and we have around a total of 210 combined miles just because our gas tank's a little bit low. But of course, you can see we have our full EV range as well, which is pretty nice. So this is going to enable full EV driving up to that range level. And of course, it's going to work as a hybrid if you want to have it. If you can combine in hybrid mode with the gas engine, you can use just the gas engine by kind of charge holding the battery at a certain set target. But we see we have that full range now of just around 30 miles, and that number will change depending on your driving characteristics as well as your efficiency numbers, of course, as well. We have a lot of fun, things in this car, from such as heated, cooled seats, all that fun stuff, and some of those things will actually end up zapping some electric range down the road. So it's always good to be mindful of what you're using the vehicle to use as much or use as least amount of electricity as possible. But again, we can see our full charge indicator there on our dash. And again, a lot of these numbers are combined figures, so we're seeing that combined figure of our gas and EV systems as well. So all in all, not too bad. Full tank, full EV battery. You can see pretty good, well north of 300-400 miles of range, which is really nice. And that's the best benefit of a plug-in hybrid.